Welcome back to Started from the Bottom. I am your host, Susan Peterson. Kim, I'm so glad you're back.
I know. It feels like I've been gone for a really long time.
You know what we have to decide right now?
Tell me.
Are we going to do this next week?
What's next week?
Because I leave
You're gone.
Monday.
Well, I think it's up to you.
I think I'll do it.
Okay.
Because then we'll miss 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do it.
Okay, we'll do it.
It was fun to have Julie.
Yeah, Julie was fun to listen to.
She's fun.
She's always a good time.
How was your trip?
It was really fun. We went to San Diego for part of it and Henderson, Nevada for part of it, and San Diego was cold.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, we were in Mission Beach, like right on the water.
Oh, okay.
And the first day we were there, we were only there for I think 3 days, but the first day we were there was like borderline, but then the second day was so windy.
Oh.
So it was cold, but even still it was just like such a relaxing vacation. Like we could have stayed just right. We could have walked to everything and just kind of like done everything right there, which I don't know. I guess I really needed a vacation like that, just one that felt really easy. And we went with some friends, Nate and Michelle, and that was really fun. And they're really just like easy to get along with, and there was no problems. And it was just really relaxing and fun.
Downtown San Diego is fun.
Yeah.
It's way fun. Did you guys catch a game?
We didn't catch a game, but then later I saw 2 other friends went to games.
Oh, who?
Emily Frame.
Yeah.
Her family's down there. And then, Weston?
Yeah.
Yeah, Weston and his wife and their whole family were there too.
Oh my gosh, fun.
Yeah.
We all just needed some sunshine.
There wasn't much there. But I did get it was a little sunnier. It wasn't warm in Vegas when we were there either, but it was warmer.
Where'd you guys stay?
Green Valley Ranch.
Okay.
Have you ever been there?
Mm-mm.
I hadn't either, but it's in Henderson, so it's off the strip. My husband's family's from Henderson, so it was just like close, but it's beautiful. The pool was really nice. The hotel, I mean, it's 20 years old, so it's very like early 2000s vibe.
Mm-hmm.
But it just felt really nice and clean, and I don't know. The casino's like in a really separate part of the hotel, so you wouldn't even have to.
So you don't have to walk through it.
You don't have to walk through it. You don't have to even really see it unless you're interested in that.
When we were in Vegas, I was staying in the MGM, so we went up to MGM to get ready, and I was still shocked that we're smoking in casinos still.
I know. It does feel crazy to walk through, because I stayed at Park MGM is where Courtney and I stayed when we went for Adele, and it had signs that said like Vegas is only or maybe first completely non-smoking hotel.
Okay.
And I was like blown away. I was like, this is the only one, or the whatever. Like they made it seem like it was a big deal. I guess it was casino, not
only
hotel.
non-smoking casino.
And I just didn't even really think about it. And then when we were walking through the one here, it definitely smelled like smoke, and it was so crazy.
It shocks me.
We were talking about this because it hasn't been long since you would like request like smoking, non-smoking, even at like a restaurant.
Yeah.
Do you remember that when we were kids?
Yeah, no, it was, I lived in Vail when they passed the like no smoking
inside
in restaurants. So it was like early 2000s, like 2001, 2002. Yeah.
But I remember as a kid, like being asked that when you would go up to like the hostess desk, like, do you want smoking or non-smoking?
And the fact that we even thought non-smoking made a difference.
Right. You're just like on a different
There's
side
just not
of the restaurant.
ashtrays sitting in the table. It's wild.
Yeah, it is funny.
Because I was waiting tables when that switched over.
That's so interesting.
Right?
My grandma smoked for years. She quit in like probably late 90s, early 2000s, but I had never really thought about it until we like went to her house. Like she would always come visit at our house. And I'm weird like this. I actually like the smell of cigarette smoke.
Mm-hmm.
But old cigarette smoke that's like in the cushions and in the walls, like that stale cigarette smoke is so gross to me.
I had an employee that worked at Freshly Picked that was a longtime employee.
Yeah.
That smoked, and I'd go out and secondhand smoke when she smoked.
I don't know why I like the smell.
I don't mind it. She quit cold turkey Didn't even consult me, so I had to quit secondhand smoking cold turkey.
What are you supposed to do? You got to find a new friend that smokes.
It was hard. I was very irritable for a couple weeks.
Really affected you. How was your little trip?
Oh gosh, it was so fun. So we went to Boise, which it was fine. It was a little sunnier than here, a little warmer than here.
Oh, that's nice.
Boise is fun.
Were you here when it was snowing like
Yes.
crazy? Okay, so you left after that.
Yes.
I assumed I was coming home to like Winter Wonderland, and then I got home yesterday. There's no snow, and today it was just 70 in my car.
It's beautiful today. But the snow is pretty far down the foothills still.
Yeah.
But it snowed all last week, and then we took off to Boise. My best friend from high school, Amy, we met up with her and her family. Her husband does car wrapping, and he was she told me he is certified now for Avery certified wrapper. That's what he went and got. So he was working. Boise was fun. We the shopping's like surprisingly pretty good there.
Yeah.
The city is super clean. The downtown area is really cute. So we just had a really good time. I had a very poor experience at the Coach store.
Oh, okay. Please tell.
Well, I bought a bag. It was actually a gorgeous bag.
Yeah.
And then I kind of wasn't paying attention when he was like putting it in my bag. But I got to the hotel and it was the floor model.
Oh.
Which I sound like a big brat, but when you buy something from like the Coach store, you don't want the floor model.
Yeah, no, they get the one from the back.
You get the one from the back and wrap that up, and it usually everything's like wrapped in paper. Well, and I've even
seen like when we were in Japan, there was this bag that Jordan wanted, and they were out in the back, and they wouldn't sell him the floor model for that exact reason.
Well, I think you need to be told when you're getting the floor model, so you can make a choice.
So then you can be like, okay, is it worth it? And also, are you going to give me a discount on this because people have been touching this?
Right. So I got it back to the hotel, and I was looking at it and had all these scratches over it, which I can fix leather. I'm fine. I work with leather.
Yeah.
But then there were like a couple pieces of the bag missing. What? I know. I was so annoyed. And I never returned stuff. You know me. Like,
yeah.
Never. So I took it back the next day, and he was like, that was the only one that was left. And I'm like,
you should have said something.
I know, exactly. And I felt bad. But then surprisingly, they just found one in the back.
Oh, of course.
And I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm going to wait.
I'm not going to do this again.
No.
This feels like a trick.
I know. That's how it felt. I felt bad. I feel bad because we've all worked on commission before.
Yeah.
But, you gotta be straight up with people.
Yeah.
Also, we had Meg Wilson on the podcast last week or the week before, and she had I said, like, what was something you wish all your customers do? She does Modwalla.
Yeah.
She's like, I wished everyone tipped, but we are also tip fatigued. And I guess I just haven't, like at Starbucks, I pay with my Starbucks app.
Yeah.
On DoorDash.
You don't feel tip fatigued?
Well, I thought I didn't, but then everywhere we went in Boise, it was tips. And I'm like, we went to this really cute, I think it was called, I don't remember, the Warehouse. And it had like a bunch of it was like
a food hall.
Yeah, food hall. And literally this girl was sitting there selling me hand pies. Okay. And she didn't even have to get up from her seat to get the ham pies out of the.
Just a swivel chair? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
And she's like, couple of questions and add up the total. And I was like,
okay.
I don't know what to do here.
I'm really glad that you brought this up because I had a moment. This was probably a year ago, maybe 2, where I lost it in the Cafe Rio drive-thru.
Okay.
And I think that was my issue, is that I was like, I'm in a drive-thru. Like, to me, when you're in a drive-thru, this is like, I mean, yes, I know Cafe Rio isn't McDonald's.
Yeah, but still, they're not.
But even Cafe Rio sit down, like no one's bringing it.
No one's bringing
serving
it.
you. They're just assembling your meal, which is
right
what someone does in that job at any restaurant.
Yes.
But then I always feel such guilt when I don't tip because, I mean, you've been a server, I've been a server for years, and it's like, I don't know how much you got paid, but here in Utah, when I was a server, I think we got like $3.75 or something. And I just am so sick of it because I'm like, honestly, I would rather pay more for my meal and have the employees make a wage that doesn't make me feel like I need to give a tip.
I think they do.
I think they do
I
now.
think they make $15 an hour.
I know.
And then they just throw the tip thingy on there.
And I'm fine if I pay in cash sometimes and I have an extra dollar, like I'm fine to put it in. But like all these tips every single day, like that's not, it like adds up.
Yeah. Okay. If you're waiting tables, if you come, you hand me the menus, you come, you get my drinks, you bring my drinks.
Yeah.
You bring me my food.
Well, and there's so much more involved in it too. It's like
you're
like
clearing
you
the drinks.
And you have to be like pleasant.
Yeah,
like,
Chili's. You're bringing me drinks and chips and salsa. I'm gonna
making
tip.
this experience fun. You're bringing a drink before mine's even finished. You're like,
yes,
like
happy to tip.
100%. In fact,
if I walk up to a counter and I sit there and I walk away with my food, I don't feel like I have to tip.
If anyone should be getting a tip, it's you. You had to walk up to the counter.
I did all the work. Drive-thrus, I don't feel like I should have to tip. When I worked at a restaurant, I made $3 an hour, enough to cover taxes.
Yeah.
And then I had to hustle for every other single dollar that I brought in.
Totally.
If you're delivering my food, I'll tip.
Yeah,
DoorDash,
totally. 100%.
I'll tip that. Because you're actually going to the restaurant, you're bringing it to me.
I can't come get it.
Yeah.
I'm going to pay the extra for delivery.
Yes.
And some of the times when I order delivery, it's when I really don't want to leave. Like if it's bad weather or like, so I'm making someone else.
Or the kids are already in bed or something.
Brave the storm, or whatever.
So I'm very tip fatigued, I've decided. And I'm going to stop tipping. I'm just going to stop. I've always prided myself on being a good tipper, but enough is enough, I've decided.
Yeah, I think I'm there too. Because
when I go to a service thing, massage, like getting my face done, all that stuff, I'll tip.
Yeah, and I mean, what Meg's doing is providing a service that like, I mean, she's coming to your house.
She's coming to my house. I'm so happy to tip her.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. Anyone that comes to my house, I'm so happy to tip. If you are sitting behind a counter, swiveling in your chair, getting me 3-day-old hand pies, I'm good.
Yeah, and I mean, even like the donut place I go to,
they ask for a tip?
Ask for a tip at this point. And I'm like,
the cookie place, unless they're like at the counter.
Amen.
No, I feel like we need to riot. I actually think probably people get less tips.
Probably.
Than more.
I would think so at this point because it is getting like out of control.
Mm-hmm.
And the problem is just that everyone's using the same like iPad, whatever that format is, where it's just like flip around. But it seems like I'm sure you could just skip the tip page. Like that's got to be a setting they can do.
You don't have to have it. We were at the Maverick Center at the hockey game.
No.
They got Apple Pay, which we've been wanting.
That is actually amazing.
Forever, right?
Uh-huh.
They upgraded all of their computers. So they all have iPads, like with the shop, with the tap to pay. They have a tip screen now.
Wait, I'm tipping you for...
For what?
These mediocre nachos that you...
You opened a can.
You spooned some cheese on top.
Yes, and he's staring at me when it was just too much.
That's the part that is hard for me is when they're like, and just fill out the screen, and they like flip it towards you, and then they're like making eye contact.
And
I'm like, okay,
Yeah, I'm just gonna start being brave and just putting none.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do it.
This is a quest we'll do together.
Let's do it together. So we went up there. We had a great time besides the tipping. We went to a Grizzlies game.
Yeah, you went to a Grizzlies game up there, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that was fun.
So Cameron's friend, Jared, who I'd never met before, was so gracious and kind. He knows the guy at the Top Golf, so he got us into Top Golf, and it was really, really fun.
Yeah.
And then he got us Grizzly tickets.
Fun.
And it was really fun. And he took me up top on the ladder, like way above the...
Oh, I saw that. You were like walking across the ceiling.
I was so
basically.
scared.
Yeah, that is scary.
I'm scared of heights. And it was really scary. His name is Gold Yeller on Instagram. He does Lego stop motions. He's really cool, really fun. Our Grizz lost, and it was so sad because they played really good, but it was just fun. And then I got
it's fun to see the guys on the road. You don't expect that.
Yeah, and my boyfriend's back.
He is?
Yes, Kim. We haven't talked about this. Okay. So if you guys are longtime followers, you know I pick Kim and I pick sports boyfriends. And all that means is that when you go to a game, you become emotionally involved in the game. You can cheer for the boys. It just makes it more fun.
Yeah.
2 times now I've met my sport boyfriends, and it's not as fun meeting them.
Yeah, no, once you meet them, it sort of ruins it. Like, you got to just keep it from afar.
Fantasy, yeah. So my sports boyfriend last year is Luke Martin. Lukey. Got a signed jersey from him.
He was a sweetie.
He was a sweetie. Really sweet. Kind of sucked it up at the end of the season. I broke up with him.
Yeah.
He didn't know. He didn't even know we were together.
That last game was pathetic.
So he didn't know that I broke up with him. It's fine. He's been playing for the Eagles.
Oh, he has?
Yeah, this whole season. And he came back, I think, for playoffs.
Okay.
He did pretty good.
Okay.
Our boys played really well. It was just fun to see number 44 back there in the D.
Fun.
It was kind of like our we're talking again stage, and now I think we're back together. We'll see.
As if like someone reached out with a text and then that spiraled.
Yeah.
And now you're.
Yeah. We'll see this week how he plays.
Yeah.
Because we got Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, the last home games.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we'll see if they make it into the playoffs.
Are they? I haven't even looked, but are they close?
No. A lot of things have to go right. A lot of things have to go right. And then on the way home, I woke up yesterday morning. We came home Saturday. I had vertigo. It was the weirdest thing ever.
I've never had vertigo, but I can't imagine. That sounds like the worst thing ever.
3 times in my life I've woken up with it.
How long does it last for you?
Like almost all day.
Yeah. And you're just kind of like, I've had like random dizzy spells where for like 20 minutes or like an hour at the most, I just kind of feel dizzy.
Yeah.
But that's bad enough. Like, it just feels like you're somehow like on a boat.
Yes. Yes, like the room is spinning.
Yeah.
But here's a trick I learned when I lived in Colorado and had a different life. If you feel like the room is spinning, you try to put one foot on the floor while you're laying down.
Okay.
And I don't know why, it just grounds you.
It grounds you with that foot.
Yes, and then you can tell where you are in the room, and then you can fall asleep. And Dramamine.
Have I talked to you about brown noise?
Oh my gosh, I love brown noise.
Okay. I didn't know that this was a thing. I thought white noise was just like the only kind of noise.
Yeah.
And white noise has never done anything for me. If anything, it kind of like makes me a little manic.
You know, it's not fun. White noise is loud.
Yeah,
obnoxious.
so I've never liked it.
Yes.
Sound machines, I've never been a fan, but there was one night like a couple months ago where for some reason or another I just couldn't like shut my mind off. Like I just was like, you know, when you're just like cycling and one thing to another and you just, and it was like, it had been hours and I just was like, it's 3 a.m. I got to go to bed.
Yeah.
So I just was like scrolling through and this thing came up. I think it was for Calm or something, but it just said like brown noise. And I was like, what the heck is brown noise? So I Google it. And now anytime I feel, I haven't ever felt, I'm not doing it when I'm dizzy, but if I'm ever like cannot sleep or cannot shut my mind off, brown noise just like zaps it away somehow.
So we have Alexa in our room, and I just every night, Alexa, play brown noise.
It's so nice. It's so soothing. It's like
it feels like you're on an airplane.
It says it has I think it has like a lower tone or something. I can't remember exactly how it differs, but it just it sounds like you're on an airplane or driving in a car.
Mm-hmm.
It just like puts me right to sleep.
It is so nice. I love brown noise.
Yeah.
Look at us. Look at us. Okay, should we jump into our stories?
Yeah.
Kim, are Timothy Chalamet and Kylie Jenner dating?
Do you think this is real?
I can't. It's so far out of her type.
And his.
What's his type?
I don't know. I guess I don't know his type, but in my mind, he's like Florence Pugh to me is his type.
He's British, right?
He's U.S. He's from New York.
Oh, he is. Why did I think he was British? Yeah, no, he seems like very hipster.
Yeah. So in my mind, it's like someone like I don't know, Maisie Williams or like a pixie girl.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It is wild. Demois, like a couple of these stories Demois has been big on.
Yeah.
So the article we pulled up, it's like, I don't know how to say this kindly, so I'll just spit it out. Some people appear to be under the impression that Timothy Chalamet and Kylie Jenner are dating. A recent rumor, courtesy of Des Moines, where chaotic celebrity gossip goes to thrive, suggests that our backless heartthrob is getting free lip kits, which begs the question, is everyone okay? I don't. It just, like, she seems like very, well,
It
she
just
likes
doesn't
black
make yeah, it
guys.
just doesn't make sense to me aesthetically. That being said, do I think you can change your type and go
Sure.
sure, 100%. It just came out of left field.
How much does he weigh?
Less than she does,
She does
probably.
like a skinny guy, though.
She does.
Yeah, because Travis Scott is tiny. Timothy Chalamet, height and weight.
I mean, she is tiny as well.
Yeah, oh,
but
yeah.
he can't be more than what, like, I don't know.
5'11", 140.
I was gonna say 150 pounds.
Like, tiny.
Yeah,
That's, yeah.
it's really small.
It's like if Gustav was 5'11".
Exactly.
Do you know when we went over 100 pounds, he was so proud of himself,
I bet
my son.
that was a big deal.
Yeah. Okay, aesthetic aside, if they are dating, I'm happy for her because he seems like a
Yeah.
nice guy.
Yeah, he seems like a nice guy.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm happy for him too. She's on it. Kylie is.
She looks like an amazing mother.
She seems like a solid person to me.
Yeah. She likes to stay out of the limelight. She knows how to work it to her advantage.
Yeah, she's hard. I mean, they've all proved how hardworking they are.
Mhm.
She's smart.
Yeah. I
She's a
am
catch.
a Kardashian apologist, and so I just don't care if you don't like the Kardashians. I just don't want to hear it.
Yeah, I don't know how you can't not like the Kardashians.
There's a lot of Gen Z is like anti-Kardashian.
I know.
Yeah, it's interesting.
It is really interesting. There are some that I like more than others, but as a collective,
Who's your favorite?
My favorite has changed.
Okay.
Because Courtney used to be my favorite.
Okay.
I think Courtney and I have really similar senses of humor.
I agree.
So when she was on the show,
I
loved her. But I think now, Kendall to me is the hottest.
Mm-hmm.
I love Kendall, but I think Kim's probably my favorite.
Kim. I love Chloe.
I do love Chloe. She's like a close second to me for Kim.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't know.
Kim is fabulous. So I guess we'll just wait and see. The article says that probably they've been dating since January. He was seen at a vacation place where she was on a vacation.
That far back?
Yeah.
Wow.
January.
Okay.
But then I don't know when her and Travis Scott officially called it quits.
These timelines are getting messy.
They're always messy. Did you see the rumor that Rain is Justin Bieber's baby?
Rain Disick?
Yes.
No, I didn't.
Okay, but
do they look alike?
Okay, hold on. I will show you pictures. I'm deep in TikTok some places. And
this is one of those places.
Uh-huh. And Justin Bieber. Okay, I'll show you pictures. Yeah, I mean, look, there's a picture of Justin Bieber as a child and Rain Disick as a child.
Yeah.
And he doesn't really look like Scott.
No, he doesn't look like either of them, I don't think.
But she definitely carried him.
Yeah.
And it would fit in with like the Kardashian Jenner tradition. Because remember, it went Kim or Courtney, Kim,
yeah,
Mason, Penelope, and then Chloe has like questionable
exactly.
parentage. Yeah.
Yeah. And wasn't there a rumor at the time that they were like seeing each other?
Well, apparently Justin's been passed around.
With all of them.
Mm-hmm. Which is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. But who knows? It's like when people were convinced Chloe was either OJ's child.
Yeah.
Or the tennis instructor's child.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think she could be OJ's child.
I think she could be.
Because when you look at OJ's grown daughters, Chloe and OJ's daughters look a lot.
And Chloe doesn't look like her sisters.
No, and she's tall.
Yeah.
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 And the rest of them are really short.
She's questionable.
Yeah. Fun. Really fun.
I want to see them pictured together.
Who? Justin and Rain?
No, Timothy Chalamet and Kylie.
Oh.
because I want to see what they look like next to each other.
What if they go to the Met Gala together?
That would be really fun and good.
Yes. She would break
That's
the
coming
internet.
up, right? Isn't it usually like May?
First weekend in May.
Yeah.
Except for in 2020. They did it in September.
Oh, yeah. COVID times.
Yeah, COVID. And you had to wear a mask and be vaccinated.
Okay.
Or maybe it's 2021. Maybe 2020 they just skipped it all together, and then 2021. Yeah. Okay.
Next.
Did Taylor Swift break up with Joe?
Okay. I think so. I have kind of thought it was weird that he's nowhere to be seen. And yes, I know that they really kind of keep their relationship private and have for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But this is her first tour in a long time, and for him to like you would think he'd be at the opening or he'd showed up to like one of the shows or something, but it seems like he's just been gone. And so for me, when I read that, I was like, that doesn't feel surprising.
So sources are saying, here's why I think it's true, because it came out on Friday. And Friday is the day you drop news if you want to bury it.
Right, because you want people to have forgotten about it by Monday.
And they will, because that's how the news cycle works.
Right.
So when Reese Witherspoon announced her split a couple weeks ago was on Friday. And I
totally forgot about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, and the rumor is she's dating Tom Brady.
Oh, that'd be funny.
People saw him at the Yellowstone Club in Montana together like 2 weekends ago.
That'd be really funny.
Gross. Tom Brady's so gross to me.
He wasn't until recently.
Until he did his thirst traps.
Yes.
His thirst traps were like gross.
Yeah. And
embarrassing for a 40-year-old man.
Is he only 40? In my mind, he's older than that.
I think he's like 45-ish.
Okay.
So you think they've broken up?
I think
Demois is doubling down on the fact that they have not. She says they have not broken up. I know
she's saying they haven't.
Yeah.
I hate to say people is like a good news source, but like
these are all.
It's not like it's like TMZ. You know what I mean?
Right. Vanity Fair, people like E Online, and it's like what does it say? Exclusive.
Yeah.
So someone
released.
Someone got the exclusive. Yeah.
So one of the things I was reading about last night is that supposedly they got married in the UK.
Yes, like a year ago. Like they had a commitment ceremony.
But papers were filed or no?
I don't know. What would you do?
Because
if you're worth like $1 billion?
I probably wouldn't.
I wouldn't.
But it seems like
even with the prenup, well, you might.
Yeah, I mean, you could. I'm not saying you shouldn't get married if you're worth a lot of money.
Yeah.
Do what you want. But if I lived a different life where it was okay to just like.
Yeah, if there's no kids involved.
Yeah, it just seems like.
Didn't we talk a couple weeks ago? Like we thought that she was going to have kids soon. Maybe she's not.
I don't know. I want a Taylor Swift kid, but.
I know.
I'm also excited about a Taylor Swift new dating situation.
You know what we need from Taylor Swift is a breakup album.
Yes.
So
thank you, Joe.
Thank you, Joe. I mean, I'm sad about it, but I would take a breakup album.
I would love a breakup album.
Probably write it on the road.
I also feel like even though they've been together 6 years, it's a long time, and it seems like they were all happy. I sort of wish, for my own selfish reasons, that they would have been more public. Like I wanted to know more about them as a couple. So maybe that's why I'm like ready for something new.
I wonder if that was let out by him or her.
I don't know.
Because if I'm that level of fame, I don't think I want everyone knowing everything about me.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's the reason they have been so private, right?
Right.
Especially with like how public her relationships have been in the past and how damaging that can be. You know? But it says it's been a few weeks and that the split was just that it had run its course, and I guess we'll see. But who knows?
I am a little sad about it.
I know.
Well, yeah, we'll see. Did you watch the Barbie trailer?
I watched it, yeah.
What do you think?
There are so many people in it that I did not realize.
Right?
But we'll see. I think it looks fun. I think it looks.
I'm for sure gonna watch it.
Yeah, I mean, well, I'm interested to see if it's good. Right now, it looks fun. You know.
It looks like, what was that show with Reese Witherspoon where she traveled back to like the 1950s? Do you remember?
I don't know.
And it was like all this, and who was it? The guy, I can't remember. Anyway, then they started realizing stuff and like, oh, there's a better way. What is that show? She was like, I'm gonna find it. Oh, I'm never gonna find it. People are yelling at their 1950s. Pleasantville.
Oh, sorry.
Do you remember?
I don't know if I've seen it. I remember that, like, the name sounds familiar, but I'm trying to remember if I've seen that movie.
Yeah, it was two 1990s teenage siblings find themselves in a 1950s sitcom.
Okay.
And so their influence starts to like profoundly change the impact of the world. So it was like if you traveled back to like here, like
if you had a modern perspective and traveled back in time and
and it's like you start to change people's perspective.
Yeah.
And it kind of looks like that's what happens in Barbie, because like there's that moment where Ken's like, I should stay the night, and she's like, what for? And he's like, I don't know.
He's like, we're boyfriend girlfriend or something, and she's like, but for why?
What are we gonna do? He's like, I don't know. And then it seems like when she's driving at the end of it, the end of the trailer where she's like, looks like she's realizing stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. So it looks like it goes from like innocent to perspective changing. We'll see. It just looks fun.
It looks fun.
The costumes look fun.
Yeah, the like set and costumes looks really amazing.
Yeah.
And
I think it'll be cute.
I
love Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah. Wait, not Reynolds. Ryan
Gosling.
Thank
you. And Margot Robbie.
Yeah.
Two amazing people.
Yeah,
it's gonna be so
Barbie
cute.
And Ken.
Yes.
But I saw Issa Rae was in it, and
yes, I love her.
I can never remember his name, but the guy, he's Asian, Sinua or something. Do you know who I'm talking about? He was on. I shouldn't have said this.
Look at us. It is a star-studded cast, so it should be really good. And I hope it's a romantic comedy. Like, when's the last time we had a good romantic comedy?
Simu Liu.
Yes.
Do you recognize him?
Yes. Yes, he's so cute.
Yeah.
You know what? Tinks, I was talking about how too many shows are too woke. So you can't have actually a good romantic comedy.
Yeah, I could see that.
And it's like too much of you got to take a stand. You got to like stand for something.
Yeah, it always has to have like a big, almost not theme, but I guess like lesson sort of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Did you see this show going around TikTok? I need to watch it. I haven't watched it. It's like called Jury Duty.
No. Have you done jury duty?
No. Have you?
I one time got called to do it when I lived in LA, and I was so excited to fulfill my civic duty, and they dismissed me the first one.
Oh, dang it.
So sad.
But it is all actors except for one guy.
Oh my gosh.
And like even some actors are playing themselves who got called in for jury duty, and it's just office style antics.
Yeah.
I need to watch it. It's on Amazon Prime. I just watched a ton of shorts on it.
Yeah, that sounds good.
But the stuff that I saw.
So does the guy know that he's the only one?
No.
No. Okay.
No, and it's like the witnesses that they call and the stuff that people say, and you can see him being like, "No, don't say that. Don't do that." It looks really, really good. Okay. Martha Stewart was caught sipping margarita out of a measuring cup during a panel.
The Martha-rita.
Yeah, the Martha-rita gate. Every day is Margarita Monday when you're Martha Stewart. The 81-year-old lifestyle guru is going viral on TikTok after she was spotted sipping on a measuring cup filled with margarita during a panel appearance, and it's inspiring people all over the internet. It was like what are those?
Like a Pyrex cup.
Pyrex cup.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, Stewart was attending Samsung's Unbox and Discover event when she appeared on a Q&A panel alongside actress Rosario Dawson and professional football player Carl Nassib. In the 10-second clip, the TikToker at Kate Kozak zoomed in on Stewart's feet, which were adorned with sparkly platform wedges, no less, to share a shot of the measuring cup halfway filled to the bright pink drink nestled under the chair. She straight up had a measuring cup full of margarita.
Okay, I respect her for having that. The thing that is like getting me just like a teeny bit is like, why a measuring cup? Like, was she just like mixed it before she went out and like needed exact measurements or something?
Yeah, before the panel, Stewart was captured showing Dawson and Nassib exactly how to make the famous margaritas using pomegranate extract in a kitchen with Samsung appliances. They're really margaritas, but I've kind of changed the flavors a little bit, she explained of the drink. However, it's still unclear exactly how hers made the way into a measuring cup and onto the stage.
So she was doing a demonstration.
Yeah. For the other panel members.
And then decides, let's not let this go to waste.
Yeah, I mean, everyone else has like a glass.
Yeah.
And I guess there's that measuring cup like right there.
Also, a measuring cup can hold a lot more than a glass. So maybe she just had to re-empty back into it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, she's incredible.
Yeah, I mean, she's everything.
81.
81.
She looks incredible.
And someone was saying like, can't wait to be 81 and like this level and just like do this. And then all these comments were like, why wait? Live your best life now.
Right.
Which I thought was really funny. Like,
I do. What I admire about it is she just DFs so hard.
Yeah, she just does whatever she
like
wants.
The queen of manners and history, and like
somehow is best friends with Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, no, she's amazing.
That's what I like. I like that she really, because she seems so waspy, right?
Yeah.
Like it seems like she could just be like this uppity lady from the East Coast that just like looks down her nose at everyone, and instead, there's no one more down than Martha.
Do you feel like prison changed her?
I think it could have.
Yeah.
I don't think that I saw this side of her before prison, but maybe I can't remember the timeline exactly.
Well, for a long time she was catering.
Right.
And then she started her magazine and books, and then she started her TV show. And then she went to prison for insider trading.
And then she came out, and it just seems like
she didn't lose her, like everything kept running while she was gone. She sold her company after she got out.
And now she just lives this great life.
Yeah.
Yeah, she seems fun.
She's incredible. 81. It's like what?
She's what we all need to aspire to.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
81, that's crazy.
Yeah. I'm super impressed with her. All right, Kim, what you got going on this week?
What do I have going on this week? I feel like I haven't even looked at my schedule because I'm, when I feel the same way about the end of Christmas break. Like I just, even though I love my kids in school, like it is really nice to get a break. At the same time, I love holiday breaks. I love summer. I mean, it's hard. It's so much harder in different ways, but I would love to just like hang out all the time,
Mm-hmm.
Does that serve me well? Always, not usually, but with my kids, I just want them to be around. Anyway, so I haven't really even looked at my schedule because I'm kind of sad that spring break's over.
How was your Easter?
It was fun. I was at Walmart this morning at 7 a.m. picking up.
Were there other moms there?
I don't know because I did grocery pickup. I ordered it last night.
Smart.
So I just had to pick it up at 7. But I was like, there's no way my kids are still going to be asleep when I leave. And they were asleep when I got back. And I assembled all the baskets and I put them out. And no one even knew that I was gone.
No one knew.
But it was fun. We hung out with we did baskets and everything. And then we saw the Mario movie. Have you seen that?
Mm-mm. Is it good?
It was cute. Marcus's first movie. I mean, I'm trying to think. I think it is his first movie, but he was so into it and so like on the edge of his seat, literally just like watching the whole thing. So excited. And so that was fun. And then we just went to my mom's, had lunch, dinner.
Did you make 7-layer Jello?
I didn't, but I did make a 7-layer salad.
How did it go?
It was good. I was skeptical. My mom assigned me the salad and sent me the recipe. And it seems like something straight out of a cookbook from the 1950s.
Okay.
Like the dressing is straight mayonnaise, Parmesan cheese, garlic, and salt.
Yum.
But it was so good, actually.
Yum.
I have so much of it left, and I'm like excited to go eat it for dinner. It was like really good.
Yum. This is the first year I asked my kids, I'm like, do you guys want an Easter egg hunt? They said no.
They said no.
They said no. I'm a little sad.
I feel like you got to up the ante. Like I just heard of someone's, like Colette went to an Easter egg hunt at my sister's in-laws, and they put in one of the eggs, they had a golden egg with $100.
They must be rich. Jeez.
So she was freaking out. I put $5 in one.
Yeah, no, I
thought that was good.
I think money's good.
But I think you could get them maybe if you were like there's no gifts, but here's like go find a couple hundreds.
Yeah, it was actually nice this time to not do Easter eggs because we're coming from out of town. We did baskets, which were cute. I love Easter baskets.
I know, I did too.
They're so fun. We just did. Have you seen those weighted stuffed animals?
No.
Yeah, they're really cute.
Like to use like a weighted blanket or something. Okay.
Yeah, it's just like a little stuffed animal.
Yeah.
So I got them all that. Got them Crocs, candy.
That's what we did for Easter too, Crocs.
Oh, it's just easy.
And now the bone's back in stock, so now I'm like, I need to get myself some bone Crocs.
Oh, it is.
Have you seen it? It's like an ivory.
It's pretty cute. No, I'm on a shoe freeze actually. Emily brought all my shoes back.
Okay.
And I guess although I had all my left pairs in my closet, I haven't been wearing them. Like literally they've been gone since beginning of December.
Right.
So 5 months and I haven't been wearing them.
Do you think did this break you a little bit?
I was just so overwhelmed.
Yeah.
But she did the cutest thing. She put a penny in each shoe she brought back.
Oh, she did.
And it was so cute because the first couple I was like, what is in my shoe? And I pull it out and it was a penny. And I don't know. I love finding pennies. I think they're so fun. And it's like.
That's the thing. I found a quarter the other day and I was like, I don't ever find change ever anymore.
Yeah.
No one has change.
Yeah. And pennies are just good luck. And so it was really cute. But I have way too many shoes.
Yeah.
So I'm on a freeze.
Are you getting rid of some or?
Are you the same size as me? I feel like
so.
you're bigger. Are you an 8.5?
8.5.
Okay, I might. I'll let you know.
I don't actually need new ones. In fact, I'm probably on a shoe freeze.
I have over 200 pairs of shoes, Kim.
I'm not there yet, but
it's out of control. I'm never gonna wear them all.
I know.
But we'll see. We'll see. Did you listen to pods this week?
Not really. I was listening to what's the Throne of Glass.
Oh. Yeah. Let's talk about that in a second. So we had a really good podcast, but 3 big milestones, I will say. Number 1.
I did listen to your one with Jenna.
Jenna was cute.
Yeah.
She did so good.
Yeah, she did. I
loved how vulnerable she was. Jenna was number 80. We've put out 80 podcast episodes.
That's crazy.
Wild. We charted at 90. We were sitting at 90 in business podcasts this week, which was good charting for us. We usually get pretty high in entrepreneur, but to be in business, like to chart in top 100 on business, top 200 on business was good. And then we hit 50,000 downloads this week.
50,000?
Wild.
Oh my gosh. Remember when we were pumped about like
300, 1,000?
Yeah, whatever it was.
Yeah, it was really good.
That is so exciting.
Okay, so any good shows or movies or books you're reading?
Well, so I did finish number 5, Empire of Storms.
Okay. You know how her books are like really like you get to like the last like 7/8 of it and it's like
A lot of action.
a lot of action and you know that the main character is gonna make like alien she's gonna like almost die and then
Yeah.
she'll like be pulled back from the brink of it by like some wild thing.
Yeah, and somehow she's figured it all out, and
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm at that point and I kind of just want the cliff notes at this point.
Yeah. The hardest part for me about it is that now that it's over, I don't want to. It's like hard for me to commit to going to the next one.
Because what's the next one?
The next one is, I don't know, Tower of something, but
Tower of Dawn.
but for that exact reason, like I
Yeah.
know that it's going to be hundreds of pages of things that like set up the last 100 pages,
Uh-huh.
and I need a palate cleanser. I need a break.
You need a break.
Yeah.
I read some very interesting Hermione and
You did?
Draco Malfoy fan fiction.
Okay, I'm interested in that actually.
Embarrassed.
I didn't know that I would be interested in that, but it does sound fun. No, I'm trying to think. I haven't really watched anything. We were in San Diego during the finals, March
Okay.
Madness finals. So
Okay.
we watched that and we were sad that San Diego lost.
Oh yeah, because that would have been fun to be there.
Yeah.
UConn won.
And then other than that, I don't think.
Are
I
you
really watched
watching the
anything.
Masters? Paying attention at all?
Okay. Actually, despise golf.
You don't like golf?
No, it's fine. I grew up watching golf with my dad on
Okay.
Sundays, and to me, it's just like really boring to watch on TV.
Yeah.
And I would take a nap. That's what I associate with it, Sunday naps. So I've never really gotten into it, but I have heard of a few like really cute stories. I'm trying to remember his name and I'll look it up, but there was one amateur that was doing really well, at least at the point that this article came out, and his dad had lost his battle with Alzheimer's a few years ago, and kind of said like, don't wait to try something, to do something big with your life or whatever. And so he started golfing. I mean, I think he was already like an amateur golfer, but he's in the Masters and he was like doing really well. And it was after. Anyway, I thought that was really cute, but I haven't really been following it as far as scores, but I did see.
Okay, looks like it's over.
It is over. It ended a couple hours ago.
Yeah, John Ram beat out what's his butt? That one guy. Brooks. Kopka.
Oh yeah, I've heard of him.
Well, I thought he went to go play for that Saudi league.
Oh yeah.
So maybe he's back.
Wait, so if you're playing for that other league, what was it called? Live or something?
Uh-huh.
You can't play this. Is Masters part of the
I don't
PGA
know.
Tour?
Like, if you know, just don't get mad at us for even bumbling through this, okay?
Definitely not.
Because Kopka had a lead. He was winning. And then Ram came back and won the whole thing. Good for him.
Yeah, he won by.
Well, my mastermind. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I'm going to be offline.
That's this week.
This week. And then I'm getting ready to go out of town. I leave next Monday. I can't believe it's here.
And the whole passport thing was solved.
Solved. She got it randomly one day.
Okay, so she didn't like end up going through
No
congressman or anything.
Well,
just, came.
She emailed them. They said, okay, we'll take care of it. Literally that day it showed up. So there's no way that
yeah.
was like the impetus of it.
It
but
must have already been on its way.
So on Wednesday we have Aaron DeRose on the podcast. He's amazing. He's a local investor. He does venture capital. Really cool. And then on Friday we have Heidi Powell. And then
I'm excited for that.
She did so good.
Yeah.
I was shocked when she said yes, honestly, because she's had like a crazy couple of months.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know Heidi Powell, she's just the biggest sweetheart ever. But her I don't think they were together at the time. Her boyfriend died earlier this year.
I didn't know that.
And so she took some time off and had already kind of been on a healing journey, and like it pushed her kind of more in that direction. And she's amazing. And then for what's going to happen is next Monday we'll have a cherry pick and then we'll have 2 weeks with no cherry pick.
Yeah.
Which will be fine. Everyone's going to be okay. And then news too. I've decided we're taking the whole month of June off. Did I already tell you this?
Yeah, you did.
Which I'm really excited about. I've just been like feeling my family and I were going out of town for the month of June, which I'm really excited. We're going to go spend the whole month in New York City. And I was going to try to record, and it was just going to be too hectic. And we just want to go spend time in the city. So
yeah, I think it'll be fun for you guys.
And we will have hit.
It's only a month. And
I'm not getting burnt out, but these last couple weeks getting ready to leave for Italy and then thinking I was going and then getting ready again to leave for Italy.
Well, and then think about it. It's good. You're going to get home from Italy, and then it's like the end of year stuff, like end of school stuff is always so crazy. And then you guys are going to be gone.
Yeah.
Enjoy that month, and it'll just be great.
Yeah. So we'll hit 100 episodes in May, and it's going to be perfect. And then we're going to take June off, and then we'll start back with season 2.
Yeah.
Starting in July.
What comes after June?
July. It's going to be so fun. All right, Kim, have a good week.
You too.